Danielle here, and today I wanted to make a video on the importance of learning how to set your hair. Now, setting your hair is something that I recently started doing, which is crazy because for the longest time I never knew that setting your hair made such a big difference. But the matter of setting your hair, whether it be for 5 minutes or a half an hour, makes the difference of letting your hairstyle last the entire night long. And I have the type of hair where I could spend an hour curling it with a curling iron or standing there with a blow dryer, and then the second that I'm done, it falls flat. Not because of humidity or anything, it's just my hair type. Now, when you set your hair, there's basically two major things that you want to do. One of them is cool the hair off and then wrap it and set it. So once you do those two things, that will make the difference in your hairstyle falling flat the second that you're done, or the difference of making it last an entire night. And just so you guys know, I don't like my hair to have a ton of volume, so I chose to part my hair down the center where I always part it and set my hair from that point. Now, if you're looking for a lot more volume to your hair, what you can do is take this entire section and do it going backwards, as opposed to the way I did it, which was falling away from my face. So if you guys are ready to see how setting your hair makes such a difference, stay tuned and keep watching.
Okay, so we're going to start by removing most of the wetness from the hair. Notice the nozzle is not on my blow dryer because when removing wetness, we don't want to concentrate all the heat in one area. And now the nozzle is on because we're using heat on a specific section. And I have my smoothing brush and I'm just going over the hair a couple of times. Now I'm heating the metal base of my brush just to get the brush workable. And we're going to go in and start to curl the hair with my brush. You want to make sure there's no fishtails, so you're going to get the end and keep rolling up and down, letting the heat hit the hair. Now what I did here was after the heat was on the hair, I'm switching the blow dryer to cold. And the cold shot is going to hit the hair, and that's what's going to set it. And while you're at it, you can hit yourself because blow drying is definitely a job. So after about a minute of putting cold air on the hair and setting it, I'm going to feel the brush and make sure it's cooled off. And once it is, we're going to unroll it. And you can see how that beautiful curl is starting to form. So now what I'm going to do is pinch the top of the hair to gather the section and take 2 fingers and just roll the hair around my fingers. This might take a couple of times, especially on longer hair, because it's harder to just get that placement right, and you want to make sure the ends are all tucked in. And just for the sake of this video, I decided to use bobby pins, and I used about 3 on each section. And I went from one end and pinned and then did it from the other and crisscrossed just so I had the tightest pin. And you can use really any type of pin that you would like as long as it's not too tight where it can crease the hair. And once again, I'm just going to continue on the next section. Pinch, roll, and pin. So essentially we're kind of setting the hair twice because we're hitting it with a cold shot of air and then we're actually setting it to the head. And we're just going to continue going section by section until we reach the top. And remember guys, we are not going for perfect here because this is just going to come out in a few minutes after it's set. Even though if we did kind of go for the perfect look, it would actually be kind of a cute hairstyle, like a 1940s vintage type look. But once again, just do the best that you can. And I decided to save you guys from all the boring stuff by doing the other side. And if you're unlike me and you do want volume, you're going to start at the front and pin going towards the back of the head. So now I'm going to start to take out the pins and make sure you get all of the pins that you put in on each section. And you're going to let it just sit. You don't want to fuss with it too much. Just kind of let it sit and see how it turns out after you take the pins out. And once you proceed to move all the way around your head and take out all of your curls, then you can start playing around with it and breaking the pieces up and trying to fix the way that it's laying. So now you're going to shake them curls out a little bit and just let the hair fall and settle. And here is where I'm kind of playing with the pieces and separating them and kind of molding them into the type of curl I want it to look like. And you don't want to use hairspray quite yet until you're done with this step, because you want the hair to be flowy and free falling, and then you're going to want to hit it with the hairspray.
Watching. I hope you picked up on little tips and hints that you guys maybe didn't know beforehand. And if you like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Bye guys!